Dragon's Den is back and open for business.
I don't often say this, but your pitch was awful.
You've got to be quiet for this little bit, Peter, if that's all right.
Ouch.
A place where budding entrepreneurs are given a once-in-a-lifetime chance.
You have this most bizarre way of answering questions.
Stop it.
To present their wares to 5 captains of commerce.
You wanted to see how credible we are,
Yeah.
so I'm about to show you.
Well, show me.
Some will succeed and go on to make millions. Others will fail and leave with nothing.
Make him a counteroffer or tell him to shove it where the sun doesn't shine.
With the occasional visit from some wealthy VIPs,
I can't not give you money. I can't not make you an offer.
First deal in the day.
I didn't want it anyway.
the hunt is on to find the next big money-making idea.
Dragons are go.
Tonight.
I need a wee so bad.
Oh, it goes fast.
You can smile in them, you don't have to act like Terminator as well.
Now, lovers.
You're just the whole package as far as entrepreneurs are concerned.
I agreed that one.
We see people that come in with just ridiculous evaluations.
Tell me about it.
We have been watching Dragon's Den for too much and we do not want to be roasted.
You've helped me out a lot, man. Like, I appreciate it.
I'm going to take Bartlett on.
Good luck.
Would anybody like a drink?
Wow, I can't believe we're here.
My name's Christian. This is my little brother Ross. Here it is. Yeah. Hey. And this is my long-serving fiancée, Natalie.
Cheers.
And Nat takes care of us, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Not too keen on her cooking, though, are you?
Just that.
We're going to be in front of these in real life in a minute. Do they look like scary dragons?
No.
No, they look nice.
Peter Jones.
This is mine.
No, I fancy acquiring a stock company and competing against Peter Jones.
There's a conflict of interest here.
So we know Peter is quite partial to a pair of socks, so we're hoping he really likes ours.
Afternoon, Dragons.
My name's Christian,
What's name?
Hi, my name's Natalie.
and together we are,
Stand out.
and we're here today to pitch for £30,000 for 25% equity in our company, Standout Enterprises Limited.
In the UK, there's approximately 1.5 million adults with a learning disability. Now, as it stands today, there is as little as 5.1% of adults with a learning disability in England known to be in paid employment.
Unfortunately, my little brother here, Ross, was part of that statistic. Frustrated at that fact, myself, Ross and Natalie got together and thought, why don't we create a job for him? And that was the day Standout Socks was born. Our mission for Standout is to become the leading employer for people with learning disabilities in the UK. Thank you very much for listening. I'm going to pass you over to Ross now, who's going to hand you all a sample. We hope you really enjoy it. Thank you.
A business with the purpose of providing jobs to people with learning disabilities
May I?
is the brainchild of brothers Ross and Christian Lane and Natalie Dixon.
Spot on.
Thank you so
My
much.
favourite guy.
Oh, I appreciate you, Ross.
They're seeking £30,000 in exchange for 25% of their sock-making company.
Who's your favourite guy, my favourite gal?
All of you.
Diplomatic catastrophe narrowly avoided,
Thank you, sir.
Stephen Bartlett is first to kick off with the questions.
They're like Manchester United colours.
So they were sold in the Manchester United megastore.
Who do you support?
Manchester United.
That's it.
I've now got the best socks in the den. It looks good. The most compelling thing you said when we're thinking about the story here was giving people jobs who have kind of been left out of the workforce to some degree.
Yeah.
Can you speak from your experience about how transformative that is as a value proposition or a value add to the individuals that are getting jobs because of Standout?
Yeah, so, for example, Standout was born out of COVID, really. Ross moved in with my mum and dad and was shielded for pretty much 12
I
months.
gone back after that.
Now, Ross struggled with after all that time away, he struggled with social skills. Is that all right for me to say?
Yeah, sure.
Confidence.
Always.
Yeah.
You don't strike
Look at
me
you
as
now.
someone lacking in confidence, Ross.
You got plenty of confidence.
And then just giving anybody the value of having a job and the purpose to go and do something is good for anybody, not just somebody with a learning disability.
So, how long has the business been going?
So we now just finished year one at the end of January, and we're now in year 2.
So, what was your full year's trading on that first year?
So our first year's trading, we turned over £36,158. We had a gross profit of £22,245 with a pre-tax profit of £5,186.
Someone spent a lot of time learning them figures to the pound right there. Oh, well done, Natalie. And are you full-time on this, Ross?
Together is Tuesday.
On a Tuesday. So on a Tuesday and a Sunday, we do like videos for our social medias and post to our social medias, and then Ross will pack all the socks.
Oh, so you're the social media superstar, Ross.
He's a superstar.
As well as chief packer.
Yes.
I love it.
Do you know what? It's really interesting because I must admit, as you can tell, I love socks. But is this and can this be a business, or could anybody do this? I mean, the answer for me is that anybody could do this. So I need to find what your real unique selling point is that, as a consumer, when I'm buying this, I know. So, for example, there are very, very famous sock business in the States, and their whole premise was that if you buy one pair of socks, another pair of socks goes to somebody that's homeless.
Yeah.
I want to know, what's your unique message and how do you get it across?
So our unique selling point is we're using the socks to create conversations around disability inclusion and Down syndrome awareness.
But looking at that, I wouldn't say that. That's my point. So I want you to tell me, how are you doing this?
So the brand Standout will be known as an employer of people with learning disabilities.
Brilliant. Now tell me about that, because that's what I'm interested in. How are you going to do that?
So we've been working with a national charity, and then as we build through from there, our main ethos is to give people like little brother who have struggled to get work.
Jobs.
Right, OK. And how are you going to get there so that I know about it? So imagine you're every retailer.
Yeah.
What one strapline would you give this business that when I'm walking past that end aisle, I'm going to buy those socks?
So, buy these socks, help us change the world.
One pair of socks does what?
Makes a ripple. Makes a ripple in the world. You know, it's
No, I appreciate.
Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yeah, I appreciate what you're saying.
This is a brutal world to make money in business, and I don't believe you're going to get there unless you're absolutely laser-like focused in how you're going to get there and how you are going to do exactly what your brand says, which is to stand out.
Why stand out, not stand up? Because stand up kind of feels a lot more about what you're doing. You're standing up for people. You're including people into. So did you think about those choices?
Yes. So we thought, well, why fit in when you're born to stand out? Why?
But it's not telling your story.
Right. So for us, it's hard to get across. It's just like don't hide in the background. Stand out. Be who you are.
Natalie, that's the problem.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell your story. But I sit here looking as an investor. And I think there's an awful lot that needs to be done to tell your particular story. And that does make it hard for an investor. So I'm really sorry, guys, and I mean that. I won't be investing, I'm out.
Christian, Ross, Natalie.
Yes, Ross.
How big can these socks get? And I'm not talking like extra large. I mean, like, how big can this business be?
We think it's going to get massive because
we want to become a global leader.
So we want stores in each capital city and people to, help people not just in the UK but worldwide.
To get there, because obviously socks are quite I'd say quite easy to make. These are very good quality, but obviously the thing that's going to help you penetrate such a saturated market is an impenetrable mission. And it's really telling the story of the mission here.
Yeah.
And I know how to tell a good story. So I'm going to make you an offer.
Backing in me.
I love the business. The very core of this business is allowing people to have opportunities who wouldn't otherwise have opportunities. That's the bit that got me. So my offer is going to be for all of the money for 25% of the business. And listen, we'll go to Manchester United together. Why are you wearing City colours? Why are you wearing City colours?
Message.
I didn't think of that. Wow, OK.
Guys, I want to know what you want a dragon for.
Yeah. Watch last year. Sticky dancing.
So Ross wants someone from Strictly Come Dancing.
You want someone to dance with? I'd be perfect, Ross.
May I?
Yes.
Joking.
First time I've had that answer. Excellent. It's looking promising here. How about you, Natalie?
Yeah, so obviously we've got a really varied skill set between us, but there are some gaps where we could just do with a kind of helping hand along the way.
And the big thing I've heard that you need help with in a big way is storytelling.
Yeah.
And I would say the unique skill that I have in my business is storytelling. So I'm going to take Bartlett on.
Good luck.
So I'm going to match his offer.
Okay.
And I would also give you all of the money for 25% of the business. And I've got something he hasn't got. I'm a way better dancer.
I wish you enough.
Look, you've got two great offers, individual offers. But maybe there's another offer, because I think that you might need more than one dragon on this. To open doors. It's all about opening doors here. So my offer really is, it's very simple, is I would offer you half the money for 12.5% if any of the dragons wanted to do it. Because I think it needs more than one dragon here.
Thank you.
Yeah, look, I think that's a nice offer. You can tell, you can see the situation here, can't you? It's a tough one.
No, I really appreciate that.
I really wanted to push you today as hard as I could to try and get this answer to this question, though, because I don't believe that you're going to have a chance in hell of making this a successful business until you get that right.
OK.
And that's why I think I'm the right partner for you. So I'm going to make you an offer for all of the money for 20%.
The old undercut.
OK. Should we go in?
You can speak to them all.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Peter Jones with the undercut.
A plethora of offers for the entrepreneurial philanthropists.
Right, gonna do now.
Stephen Bartlett and Sarah Davies have agreed to pay the asking price of £30,000 for 25%.
Got a choice. Stephen. My feet.
Tuka Suleiman has offered to team up with another dragon at the same valuation.
I really don't know what to do. What do you think?
Do this now.
But Sock Supremo Peter Jones has undercut them all with a pledge of 20%.
Let's do this. Stand out. Come on.
Who will they pick to pair up with?
Come on, start.
OK, obviously, thank you very much for all your input. We really, really appreciate it. But we wondered
Nice guys.
if you two could work together on this.
I have to say, Peter's the only dragon that's ever spoken to me about socks. Literally sat in this chair over it, maybe a bit too much. So if we do it at the 25% level, then I'm happy to partner if Peter is.
Wow, I think that'll be for me. I think that'll be amazing.
Ross, what do you think?
Do this.
I'd like to do it. Let's do it.
Success for Ross and his team as they secure the backing they came for, which will undoubtedly turbocharge their business and their cause.
Well done. Well done.
What about me dance?
Go on then.
Yeah? Do you know how you do it around here?
Yep.
Go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, good. And a spin, yeah. Whee! Oh, he's singing the paso. I like it. You're a good dancer.
Yeah. Thank you very much, honestly. We really appreciate it.
Come on.
Brilliant.
Ecstatic.
And shock.
Yeah, it was unbelievable to get 4 offers for starters. That was amazing.
Oh, it's so brilliant. I actually think it could be a really, really great business.
With the right story.
the right
I mean, that's the thing we've got to work on is get that messaging. That
Yeah.
it's not there yet, but we'll make that happen.
We did it, guys.
Cheers, lady. Hello, my name is Daniel.
And I'm Lena.
Now, we're going to be doing something completely different in the Den. We're actually going to be making Tuka a pair of spectacles.
Hello, Dragons. My name is John Santos. The entrepreneurs are on their way in. I would like to invite Tuka to choose a frame, and I'll be doing some specs for you.
Oh!
As it takes some time for the lenses to be cut, Daniel and Lena have sent their chief technician into the Den first to get a head start.
Oh, Tuka, I reckon you should push the boat out a little bit further.
Yeah, I'm with Stephen.
What about the pink ones? That's the one.
That is it. That is it.
He's having a blast.
Now, lovers. Right. If I had to be myself, then I'd pick these.
That looks like what you would wear.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Now, I'm ready to do a pair of specs.
We're really hoping that when Tuka puts them on, he's going to be able to see, he's going to be a visionary like us and invest in the business. Because if he doesn't, we're charging him for them.
Hello, Dragons. My name is Lena,
Hello, Dragons. My name is Daniel.
and we are the founder of...
Pop Specs.
In general, buying glasses can be expensive and time-consuming. The average price of glasses is £150, and it can take up to 2 weeks before they are ready. Today's consumers, they want quality, affordability, and speed.
Pop Specs is a revolutionary mid-mall kiosk that provides a combination of stylish, funky, and classical eyewear for just £50 complete. The best part, we make them there and then in just 20 minutes.
Since we started 2 years ago, we are now in 7 locations, and we are ready to open in different places across the country. We are asking for $75,000 in exchange of 5% of the company.
Dragons, we hope that you would like to join us on our journey as we look to disrupt, redefine, and breathe some fire into the eyewear industry.
Now we believe, Tuka, you've chosen some glasses. May I have John to hand you the glasses?
Affordably priced eyewear without the wait
There you go.
is the proposition from Daniel Barnes and Lena Tejo-Preyetno.
Wow.
Is that good?
Perfect.
That's exactly what we want to hear.
Thank you, Dragons.
Thank you.
Thank you, John.
Daniel and Lena are seeking £75,000 in return for a 5% share in their business.
We also have sunglasses for you.
One of the things with our business as well, we're good at styling. This was deliberately for you.
Oh, really?
What the hell were you thinking with me then?
So I thought I'd get something kind of maverick for you, Peter.
I think you look a bit more Terminator than Tom Cruise.
It's hasta la vista for now from a stony-faced Peter Jones.
You can smile in them. You don't have to act like Terminator as well.
And just like Arnie's character in the movie, Deborah Meaden doesn't appear in the mood for small talk.
Right, now let's get serious. Business.
Yes.
So I'm not sure I understand what your business model is.
Of course.
So are you a pop-up store with a unique piece of kit that you have come up with?
Yeah.
Or is this kit readily available and you've bundled it together to come up with a pop-up store?
A lot of people think that we are a pop-up because of the name Pop Specs, but we are actually in a shopping mall, and the reason why we choose to have a kiosk is because that reduces the cost of having a unit. As we know, in the shopping malls, the rent can be a lot more. Whereas if we have the lab in the kiosk, they can come with their prescriptions, and we do the measurement, just like what John did with Tucker's prescriptions, and 20 minutes later, we can have the glasses made there and there, and people can get some coffee or go shopping while they're waiting and come back with the glasses, and they're ready.
But is this piece of kit unique to you, or could I buy it?
You could buy it. It's knowing what to do with it. So what a lot of opticians will do, they'll take an order and then they'll send the glasses off to be made to a lab. So it's the same equipment that you actually get in a lab. But of course, that's adding time. Whereas with us, by cutting out that time, people can come along. We've tried to keep the price point such that it becomes a bit more of an impulsive purchase. And the price is that low that you can take that punt on them as well.
Presumably, though, do you need an optician to operate it?
So, no, we're cutting out the eye test side of things. So I used to have an optician's. The biggest expense that we actually had, the biggest operational cost, was actually doing the eye test. I've decided to remove that aspect so people can get the prescription from wherever they want, come along to us, and then we just make the glasses up there and then.
Can I just check I've understood that then? So you have, because I can see all of those different glasses are different shapes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you don't have, for each glass's shape, every prescription?
No, that's what that machine does. So
one of each prescription
trace them
on just a round lens, and you cut the lens to fit in them glasses.
Exactly, you've got it.
So you already had Tucker's prescription in stock. You just let him choose the glasses.
You've got it.
And I understand that.
Yeah.
Brilliant, thank you.
No problem.
OK, so you're operating. You've got 7 sites already.
Yeah.
And what does that mean in terms of profit?
This year, we are on track to turn over 2 million with a 400,000 net profit. And next year, we forecast to turn over 5 million with a 1.5 million net profit.
Right, OK, I want to understand a little bit more about the mechanics of the model. So what is the setup cost on a new kiosk?
So 60,000 will be for the kiosk, and then the equipment, that will be 20,000.
Right, and what is your payback period on a location?
So it takes about 3 to 4 months to get the money back.
You can pay back on one of these in 3 to 4 months?
Yes.
And they're all profitable?
Yes.
We never lose money.
So why on earth are you here only asking us for 75,000? On that basis, with that quick payback and that level of profitability, you could probably go to so many lenders, put your business case forward, get 500,000, 1 million, and just go and open 10, 15 of these. And so why have you asked for 75,000? It seems like a random amount.
Because we were hoping for 3 dragons, really. We have to come in at an amount. The money factor isn't the critical aspect. It's what you guys bring on board. We see people that come in with just ridiculous evaluations, and it
Tell
gets
me
your
about
back
it.
up.
We have been watching Dragon's Den for too much, and we do not want to be roasted.
We don't want to be
here,
those
so.
people.
You're such a breath of fresh air.
by coming
Been
in with a
waiting
silly
to meet
valuation.
2 people like you for years.
I'm really puzzled. Yeah. On why you're here. You haven't actually really nailed what you need from any of us.
It's what you can actually bring to
Which
the business.
is what?
So it's the contacts that you have, because we now want to go to phase 2 and phase 3 of the business. The phase 1 was beginning to get nationwide locations. We're now in that process. We've got another 5 opening within the next 5 months.
Right, so you got that sorted.
Yeah, so that grows. So the phase 2 will be the hybrid online model, whereby you can buy from us online. If they fit, brilliant. If not, we want to be within 20 minutes, half an hour of everyone within the UK.
And how do we help with that?
So e-commerce, we're terrible with e-commerce. It's an area that we just don't understand. And then the phase 3, we want to get links into a couple of the major supermarket chains.
So, well, you'll put a kiosk in a supermarket?
Exactly
like
that.
Like the Timpsons model with the
You've got it.
pea cutting?
Exactly that, yeah.
I'll tell you what, guys. I know how I could help you grow this in a very quick way in my contacts in retail, where I can put you in places. I do know 2 big chain stores that got more space than they need. So I'm willing to make you an offer. But you want free dragons, you've got to pay for it. I'm willing to give you a third of the money for 5%. That's 25,000 for 5%. That will get me out of bed to help you grow this business.
Thank you very much, Tuka.
I think this could be an international business. And I think to get there, you're going to need something that I can bring to the party, which is, from an e-com perspective, we could get this operating really quickly. But I'll join Tuka. I don't know who the third you're going to get, but I'll join Tuka on the journey for sure. So I would offer you a third for 5%.
Peter Jones teams up with Tuka Suleiman, which means Daniel and Lena now have 2/3 of the cash they're seeking. But the eyewear entrepreneurs still need one of the remaining dragons to come on board if they're to have any chance of leaving the Den with a deal.
You guys have made a fantastic business. Fantastic business.
Yeah.
You're also very credible. It's funny because in the Den, one of the internal barometers I use to decide whether to invest is almost like a physiological reaction I get to a business. Like my hands start to sweat a little bit, my heart starts to race a little bit because you get excited. But I didn't get that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say that I'm out, but I wish you the very best.
So I think it's clearly a really good business. But there's something that's been holding me back. And I can't quite put my finger on it. And, you know, it would be unfair of me to get involved in something that I didn't absolutely feel, let's go for it. So I'm afraid I won't, I'm out.
Do you know what, Daniel? Lena, you have literally not given me a single reason to not make an offer in this business.
Thank you.
You have been that credible, that great in your explanation. I feel like it's a really safe investment and I'll be stupid not to make an offer.
Thank you, Sarah.
So I would be more than happy to come in on the offer that's on the table.
Thank you very much.
Which is a third of the money for 5% of
Thank
the
you.
business.
Do you want to go
to the wall?
Thank you very much.
Daniel and Lena have finally got a third offer.
It's a lot. It's a huge amount.
But will the pair be prepared to part with 3 times more equity than they were looking to give away to secure their desired dragon trio?
3 1/3% each.
What about you just reduce it to 4%? No, it's a lot. And 4% is
Okay.
it's not much less.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, a big thank you for the offers. You bring an incredible amount to this business, but I do think that you're asking for a little bit too much. If you would be as kind as just to go down a fraction more, 4% each for the 25,000, and I think we'll be happy with that.
I mean, the only thing I will say, if we're going to get our money back in 6 months and we drop to 4%, would you accept that?
I'm definitely in at that rate.
I'm in.
So we've got
Are
a
you
deal?
happy with that?
Got a deal.
Yeah, we're happy with that. Deal.
Thank you for budging, Peter. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
Well done.
Success for Daniel and Lena.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
They leave the Den with £75,000.
Well done, Sham.
That
Good
was hard.
job. It's done.
And the support of 3 of British business's most far-sighted investors.
Well, I think that's going to be good.
I'm just going to tell you this straight. That was already a cracking investment opportunity, but then with you two on board, I'm on to an absolute winner.
I'd like to say that it was easy, but it's really not. It's brutal. We're walking out of here today with 3 dragons, which is just incredible.
So we are excited for what's coming for us.
My name is Colin O'Brien, and I'm here today to pitch my business and my 3 products that I hope the dragons love.
Oh, I really hope this is bikes, not washing lines.
I'm looking at that little stack on the right, Stephen. I'm pretty sure it's more washing line than bike.
Yeah.
I asked my mum years ago, is there something I could do to make her life easier? And Mum said if I could come up with a product that she wouldn't have to rush in and out every time it rains to bring the washing in, that'd be a great product. And Mum is no longer with us, but I'm sure she's here with us today just before we go into Dragon's Den. Hi Dragons, my name is Colin O'Brien, and I'm here today to pitch for £80,000 for 8% of our business, Peggy Rain Limited. Peggy Rain is a company that currently consists of 3 products. We have our Peggy Rain clothesline, we have our really cool roll air suitcase, and we also have our bicycle alarm. So, what is Peggy Rain? Peggy Rain is a clothesline that rescues your washing from the rain. Now, I'm not just going to talk about this, I'm also going to give you a demonstration. So I'm now just going to simulate a couple of drops of rain into the Peggy Rain clothesline. So after a couple of drops of rain, Peggy Rain will cover your clothes. Now, I love to develop products to make people's lives easier. I've also developed Roll Air. Now, Roll Air is the ultimate solution to solving the problem of those pesky wheels breaking on suitcases. So with Roll Air, you can take it anywhere. You could take Roll Air up the steps of London Underground or the cobbled streets of Rome, so it'll go across any terrain, anywhere at all. We have also developed our bicycle alarm, where we've actually assembled the alarm around the wheel hub, so it's behind the spokes. So for any thief who wants to steal the bicycle, they'll have to modify the spokes to remove the alarm. So I'd love to invite you all up to have a look at Roll Air, at Peggy Rain and our bicycle alarm.
Wow.
A multifaceted pitch from inventor Colin O'Brien.
Is that the alarm there?
That's the alarm. And then if somebody goes and takes the bicycle... Sorry, and this will actually go 110 decibels.
He's seeking £80,000 in exchange for 8% of his product design business.
I haven't named it yet. So we named Peggy Rain after Mum. I haven't actually given this a name
Peggy
yet.
Bike?
Yes, 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 I think so.
Yeah, you can see we're getting into this.
Yeah.
Colin may not be as prolific at naming products as he is at inventing them, but thankfully Deborah Meaden is never caught short when it comes to asking questions.
So, Colin.
Yep. Hi, Deborah.
Thank you. Thanks for the demonstration. So I'm getting the sense that actually this investment is for inventions.
Correct.
Yes, so you're creative, you're going to come up with new ideas and solve problems on a regular basis.
Exactly.
Is that right? And these are your first 3 products?
Exactly, yes.
So are these currently in production? Are you actually selling them?
Yes, so we're selling Peggy Rain, and we have sold 360 Peggy Rains. We were initially manufacturing Peggy Rain in Ireland, and that was fine. I had the house full. My partner Jenny had the...
I can see what's going to happen here. I'm going to have to keep you back on track. I can see that.
I was warned, Deborah, I was warned not to go off on a tangent, so apologies.
Right, back in the room. Yeah. Right, so you've sold 360 of the Peggy Rains.
Yes, correct.
OK, and have you sold... Are these in production?
No, this is literally, and I'll be honest with you, this has just landed in the last couple of days. I have built, now just to let you know on Roll Air, The reason behind Roll Air, and I'm sorry to bring my girlfriend into this
No,
again.
I'm going to ask. I tell you what, stick with the questions. Wait, I promise you're going to have plenty of chance
sorry.
to talk about all your stuff. Now, so you've got this is actually being sold.
Yep.
This is literally just landed.
Tooled, yeah.
And how about the bicycle alarm?
The bicycle alarm is early days.
What does early days mean? Is it a final product or beyond prototype?
No, it's pre-production. It is pre-production, prototype. Yeah.
OK. So now's your chance to tell me the story behind this.
OK, so the original, this was coming back 3 years ago. I was travelling through Cambodia with my girlfriend Jenny, and she had got one of those suitcases and the wheels broke, which happens to a lot of people. So I built this suitcase with the roller and I took it to Dublin Airport. There was a group of ladies heading off shopping to New York, and they were going, the wheels are always breaking, and they asked me, could I have the suitcase? And I said, well, physically, it was my first prototype. So I went back to my business partner's house. I said, look, people are stopping me. They love the suitcase. And then we actually tooled up.
I don't get it.
Stephen, OK.
So you've taken off 2 wheels and you've put on that big wheel?
Yes.
But a suitcase can go in every direction if it has 4 wheels. This can only go in one direction.
But it can go anywhere.
The thing is, though, you're compromising the usability. So, I mean, I spend a lot of money on suitcases. I do a lot of travel.
Yeah.
I would never change the functionality of the 360-degree to have that.
I take your point, but I actually believe from where we've shown this suitcase that the people are going, and people get it.
I love that, Colin, but you're basing your whole business model on a handful of women that you've seen in an airport who were just excited to go on a shopping trip and thought that was cute.
Well, I've also taken it to TK Maxx as well. Now, we didn't ask for
Did they say they'd order some?
Sorry, no, not to TK Maxx. I brought it in store to do a demo, and I actually got some people to look at the suitcase, and people do love the suitcase.
And how much did they buy?
Sorry?
How much did they buy?
No, this is the first...
You want to get receipts, not anecdotal feedback.
No,
We're
I
going to be
understand.
nice to you.
This has just landed, Stephen, but I honestly firmly believe that we will sell a lot of these
Colin,
suitcases.
I'm going to tell you something.
Thanks.
This is your first sample.
Yeah.
Correct? So could you, and I'm a product person, I love product. Could you put 4 rollers, so you've got the punctuality that my fellow dragons are concerned about.
Yeah.
But then that's wheels, Tuka. That's 4 wheels again.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just... Is that, in your quick design thinking, feasible?
Yes. There's options there we can do.
Yeah, because how would that work? Just as a question, how would it work when you've got 2
would only
rollers?
just go this.
Well, that's his problem, not mine.
Yeah.
So my next question, could you make the kids' suitcase?
I have actually that in my head, and I've done it, and I do have another option. Yes, it's in hand.
Can I ask?
Yep.
So you are clearly very, very strong on the inventor side.
Yes.
How do you find the operational business side of the business? The buying and selling, negotiating, marketing?
I love that. I genuinely love that.
So let's just take Peggy Rain.
Yeah.
How much has been invested in the Peggy Rain product to this point?
Be around 100k.
When was it ready?
We launched it in late 2021.
And how many have you sold since late 2021?
360 we've sold.
With an income of?
That was 13 and a half, I think it was.
In 2.5 years?
Yeah.
OK, so what I've read into that is that you don't really like the business side because you've invented that, and then you don't really want to work on the business side because you want to work on this. No. And then we've got this, well, we want to work on the bike thing.
I'm not like what's shiny new. I'm not running after that.
Because honestly, if it was me, if I'd spent 100 grand bringing a product to market, I would be doing nothing else. I'd be spending every waking hour of every day I'm working to get my 100 grand back.
I literally felt compelled to do this.
I love how passionate you are about your product. It's infectious and it's wonderful. However, I'm looking at it and going, this is not an investment in the capacity in which I'm looking for an investment. So I'm going to say I'm out, but keep being brilliant.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Colin.
Deborah.
You're lovely. But you're scattergun. And I feel in you, the big product is in there somewhere, and one of these days you're going to come up with it. But the more time you spend coming up with an idea, working out that it's not quite as big as you thought it was going to be, and then coming up with that's going to delay your moment where you come up with the product that's going to make you money. Unfortunately, It's not in any of these products that you've presented today, and it's just made it uninvestable for me. So I'm out.
When I look at the 3 businesses you've presented today, an alarm goes off in the back of my head and it says, Stephen, you know to be successful, especially in the early phases of a business, you need focus. And giving 33% to each idea, when I know your competitors in that are giving 100%, I go, you're probably not going to win at anything unless you figure out where to focus. So for that reason, I'm going to say that I'm out.
Colin.
Peter, hi.
I like to see people walk into the den with ideas and inventions. I just like it.
Yeah.
I quite like the alarm. I thought this was quite gimmicky and quite funny, actually. I think this is stupid. Genuinely. I honestly don't think that's... I think you need to start again there. But then when I'm sitting here listening to you, do you know what I felt? This morning I had breakfast with somebody that was talking about this, and then they talked about that, and they've got this other idea for that. And this person I was talking to is mega successful. Do you know who it is? Tuka.
Very good.
And just listening to you, just your speech and your talk, you're like an Irish version of Tuka Suleiman.
I'll take that as a very good compliment.
I think that's what you need.
Yeah.
I think you need somebody with the same mental capacity that can deal with all these multiple things and can fix issues to your product. And I don't think there's anybody better than Tuka.
Very good.
Anyway, so back to me.
Yeah.
It's not something that I feel like I can invest in. So I'm going to say that I'm out.
Colin, so I like you, but there's a lot of unanswered questions here.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, the Peggy, whatever you want to call it.
Peggy Rain.
It's okay. It's not going to make any fortunes, in my view. However, this is all about investing in you.
Yeah.
And I love the brand.
Thanks.
I love what you represent. I love your passion.
Thanks.
So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make you an offer. So I'll give you 80,000, but I want 45% of the business. However, when I get my money back, I'll go down to 30%.
If we could pull it back to 25.
If it happens within 12 months, 25. Beyond that, 30.
Okay.
Done. We've got a deal. Great.
Excellent.
All right.
That's
all the best.
Colin has done it.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. See you. Bye-bye.
He leaves the den with a suitcase of cash and a new business partner in retail titan Tuka Suleiman.
Brilliant. Absolutely delighted. I'm really chuffed. Tuka is a really good guy, and look, I'm really delighted to get Peggy Rain Roll Air and our bicycle alarm in with Tuka and into all the shops. Absolutely delighted.
Tuka, you've just invested in your brother from another mother. Tuka this morning over breakfast was talking about electric suitcases. Then the next thing he was talking about cat litter. The next thing from there he talked about tech.
He's just bought himself a crazy inventor for 80 grand.
And now he's got Peggy Sue.
Forget that. Not interested in that.
You're not interested in the product you just invested in?
Well, I'm just saying, it's not going to make money. That's not going to make money.
Colin!
My name's Ben, I'm 23.
I'm Joe, I'm 28.
I'm Oliver and I'm 28.
I need a wee so bad.
Heavy.
We started our business in the spare bedroom in our house, and we are now one of the most followed brands on social media in our industry.
Well, someone has good taste in shoes and handbags.
Second-hand luxury. Big market, this.
Huge market.
I have an investment.
Tuka has an investment in there.
Is that what luxury resell?
I was looking for this season's outfit there.
Oh, really?
The Dragons are going to love us, they can't not. What we've done in the past 3 years is actually wild.
Let's go.
With the ambition and drive that we've got, we know that we're going to be the biggest brand in the world at what we do.
All three of us together, nothing's going to stop us.
Yeah. Hello, Dragons. My name's Ben.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Oliver.
And our company is Lux Collective. We buy and sell pre-loved luxury items. So we grew up in a place called Formby. And when we say that to people, they automatically assume, oh, you come from a lot of money. But for me and Joe, that's far from it. One Christmas, my sister asked my mum for a pair of £400 trainers. £400. Why is my sister getting a pair of £400 trainers when our budget for Christmas is always £100? So I went to my mum and asked why my sister has a bigger budget than me. She told me they were from a second-hand online luxury marketplace. And I became obsessed with this website. But I knew I could do it better. I knew I needed a business partner, so I knocked on my brother's bedroom, and it took him about 3 seconds to verbally sign the contract. So we started buying items off eBay and Depop. We'd clean them up and we'd sell them on Instagram for more. We've now amassed over 1.8 million followers, and last month alone, we got over 100 million views across our main 3 social media channels.
Since incorporation in December 2020, we have seen sales revenue exceed £8.5 million. We are here today to ask for £100,000 for a 2% equity share in our company.
What's it called, the company?
Lux Collective.
Lux?
Collective.
Thanks for listening. I'm going to pass you over to Ollie, who's going to give you a quick demo on how it works.
A rags to riches tale from brothers Ben and Joe Gallagher and their colleague Oliver Miller.
Basically, this is our website, and we drop stock every day of the week, and that can be anything from bags, footwear and accessories, all from the top designer brands.
They're offering 2% of their designer goods resale platform in exchange for £100,000.
So that's more like the buying side of things, but obviously we do have customers who sell to us, so that's where all the stock originally comes from.
Sarah Davies is first up to find out more about the company.
Right, guys, so is the business wholly owned by the 3 of you at the moment?
Yes, 100%.
And so when you say you've done 8.5 million in sales to date,
Yes.
Yeah.
give me the last few years since you launched.
So in 21, we did 2.5 million in sales revenue and a net of 285k. In year 2, 3.8 million in revenue and a net of 255k.
Wow.
This year we're predicted and on track to do 6.5 million in revenue and to do a net profit of 420k.
That is very impressive.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Very impressive.
Thank you.
You're clearly printing cash here in terms of the net profit of your business. So you've come in today asking for 100k. It begs the question, why have you come here?
So, the next step for our business, we want to go into retail, like your Selfridges, your Harrods. We want to have a store in there.
Why?
There's a case study in America of a company very similar to us who've done the exact same thing, and I think they were on about $150 million of revenue in 2018. And 2019, they went into Neiman Marcus. Neiman Marcus is a store in America, and now they're at $500 million worth of revenue. So we want to basically do that in the UK.
So why do you want a dragon?
Because we do not know where to start at all with retail of how to get in.
So, just thinking about your strategy going into Selfridges or a Harrods, how does that match their strategy working with the brands?
Yeah.
So, for example, you're now got a nice store-in-store in Selfridges. The brands obviously want to encourage the sale of new product. Selfridges make good money off the back of that new product. And the new guys roll into town to encourage their customer not to buy that new product when they can buy the same product that somebody has discarded for half the price.
Yeah.
How do you think the brands, this is the specific question, how will the brands react to Selfridges for allowing you to be in that store?
So, at the moment, Selfridges actually have their own thing called Re-Selfridges. which, from my personal opinion and looking at it, is not very well done. So they are actively doing it.
Well, they're doing it on the back of working with the brands, aren't they? I can promise you they would have got authority and gone to the brands that they work with and said, this is our pre-loved area of our business model. This is how we're going to really hold that customer in tight for you, Mr. Gucci, Mr. Yves Saint Laurent. You're coming in as 3 disruptors and taking their customer, and I think that that's flawed. I don't think you've got any chance. And the reason why I think that that's complete wrong for you to go there is because I think what you have and what you've done, I think is fantastic. And I think you've got a huge opportunity to take this to a 60, 70 million pound business, doing exactly what you do. But I wouldn't pivot into a strategy that when you don't understand how that works across those luxury markets. But I think what you have here, you could build upon, and I think you could force yourself into a situation where a Selfridges goes, you could become our pre-loved, I want to acquire this business. That's an opportunity that you should be selling.
Okay.
So you said 100,000 for 2%.
Yes.
So you're valuing it at 5 million?
Yes.
5 million, yeah.
Yeah.
Oy.
So I'll tell you what, I'll tell you where I am, OK? Some people in this den wouldn't get out of bed for 2%. Not looking at anyone in particular. But you're offering a small stake in your business.
Yeah.
But to have somebody motivated to want to get really involved in your business, they're going to want to take a significant proportion of your business. And so you're going to have to give away a lot more of your business if you're going to walk out of here with a dragon, OK?
Okay.
My personal opinion is you just need to go and make hay while the sun's shining. And the sun is shining really, really bright, and you just need to get your foot on the gas and go for it. And if you go for it in a big enough way, doing a lot more of what you're doing, some big guy's going to come along and buy you up or buy part of you because you are a pain in their behind, and you can scale this business without anybody coming in. I'm sat here thinking, would I like a chunk of this business? Absolutely. But then I feel like you would resent me because I'd want such a significant chunk of your business. You'd get to the point in 6 months' time where you'd be really frustrated and saying, why did we give her all of that chunk of the business when she just told us to do more of what we're doing? Because that's essentially what you need to do.
Okay.
So I'm going to shoot myself in the foot and tell you that I'm not going to invest and I'm out.
Yeah, I actually think the same. I'm not going to make you an offer. But I'm going to wish you the very best and say that I'm out. But congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Peter.
Do you know what? I'm going to make you an offer. Because I just really like you guys, and I think it'd be loads of fun to work with. I know all the people around your space, and I think a lot of the value can just be done connecting you with those people. So I'm going to offer you all of the money for 5%.
Interesting. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
To me, you're just the whole package as far as entrepreneurs are concerned. You know, you just got it. You came up with an idea, you've done it, and you're turning over 6.5 million last year. I mean, that is phenomenal.
No, they haven't.
That's this year.
Oh, that's your That's your run rate.
Projected, yeah.
So I too am going to make you offer, and I'm not going to make it easy for you because I also want 5% of the business.
Okay. Thank you, Deborah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And then there was one.
Yeah, look, the business looks rosy. However, you get a few bad months, it could turn.
Yeah.
And I think you're going to need some strings pulled to make things happen. And I've got 50 years' experience in this business. But I'm not going to give myself away for 5%. So I'll make you an offer. I'll give you all of the money, but I want 10%, because I believe that I can catapult you quicker.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Can we go and talk to the wall?
Talk to the wall.
To the window.
A trio of offers for the second-hand luxury traders. Stephen Bartlett and Deborah Meaden have each pledged all the money for 5%, whilst fashion mogul Tuka Suleiman has valued his industry expertise at 10%, considerably higher than the 2% that was originally on the table.
Just the most we'd go to. 4. Go to 3, go to 4. Okay.
Will the young entrepreneurs be as impressive at negotiating as they are at producing high profits?
Thank you for all your offers. We really appreciate it. So, like, when I was 19, I kind of, like, didn't really like the direction my life was going in. So, like, I decided, like, I need to start working on myself. And I started listening to your podcast, Stephen, and, like, the conversations you've had with all these people really helped me get back on track and live a life. Like, I never thought I'd be in this position now, showing you guys my business that is turning over, whatever. Like, you've helped me out a lot, man. Like, I appreciate it. Can someone help me out? I think we would prefer to work closer with Stephen.
Fine. The difference is you're getting 8 years of experience with me getting 50 years.
It's fantastic experience. Have we got a deal?
I think we have to. I think we would prefer to agree. Well, we would definitely want to agree terms. I think 5% for us is too high.
Right.
we would do 3%. That's where we're at, Stephen. And like, we would shake hands on a deal at 3% right now.
Can we meet in the middle?
I think 3% is a good deal.
So you wouldn't be willing to go to 4%? Sometimes in the den, you know, sometimes in the den, I want to see a bit more willingness to negotiate and meet in the middle. And I'm a dragon, so I'm meant to be like tough guy that, you know, is gonna, like, I don't know, throw the money at you, tell you to get whatever. But I'm in love with your story. I'm in love with what you're doing. I think you're great guys, and I'd love to work with you. So in this case, I'm accepting the 3%. Yeah. We got a deal?
Yeah. Well done.
Success for the lads from Liverpool as Ben's tough stance pays off and Stephen Bartlett pays up.
Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Now they have their dream dragon. The question is, what's next for the business?
Definitely not retail.
That went down like a lead balloon.
Such a good idea. I used to push trolleys, and now I'm working with Stephen Bartlett. I never thought I'd be in front of him in Dragon's Den. I actually thought I'd be opposite him on his podcast. But it just so happens that this was first.
You absolute soft touch.
I know.
They played you like a film. They had no negotiating power. Stroked your ego. Stephen, we love your podcast.
Do you know what? I looked at it and I thought, my ego aside, would I do that deal with them? I would.
Yeah, it's a good deal.
Coming up on the new series of Dragon's Den.
We so need new blood in the den.
Liam, can I ask you an important question?
You asking me out?
We'll see about that.
But what does it matter if they have a little hanky-panky?
I think we're too young for that, Stephen.
You are literally so boring.
I couldn't agree less with Peter.
Oh, thank God for that. We're here today asking for £50,000.
How much?
Your mother must be so unbelievably proud of both of you.
She should be.
Can you eat the envelope?
Sorry, I've just got
Have you gone blank?